All right, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Yes and I am Leo. Follow me on Instagram at Brooklyn Libra. So unfortunately today, London was not able to film with us. Still love him. He's our brother. He is here in spirit. However, we have the pleasure of having one of the two-part members of the JustFlawed Podcast. Please check them out, like, subscribe, and most definitely share. We have my good sis Dezz with the mess. What's going on?
Yes.
Hi guys, thank you for having me.
You are
Excited
more
to
than
be
welcome.
here.
Excellent.
Welcome. Well, you honey, it's Corey, Corisa, Corey Face, whatever you want to call me. Follow me on all social media platforms. And welcome, Dezz.
Welcome, sis Dezz. It's Philip Wilsell. I'm here, present. A little under the weather, but we're gonna make it do what it do.
You pushing through.
Period.
Yes.
Okay. He's COVID free, y'all. He took his test. He's COVID
absolutely.
free. He's COVID. Get out there. All right. So today we're gonna do things a little bit different. Normally we cover all types of topics from what's going on in current events and things of that nature. But today we're gonna kind of dive deep into a specific topic. And that topic is dating in your 30s. So, perfect topic because all four of us are currently single. And I think this is a great opportunity for us to just kind of give our experiences on one, what does dating mean to you? Two, what has it been like? I want the good, the bad, the ugly, and all in between. So you know what? I'm just gonna kick it off. I think
First of all, I'm sorry. I'm gonna just interrupt real quick. Okay. Everybody take a sip of their drink before we get into this. Right.
Baby.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's about to be one of those? Okay.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I'm ready.
So, I think for me, one, dating, it looks like intent. For me, it's about, well, let me take that back. Let me wheel it back. I think there's different levels to dating. Okay, that's for one. I think when, you first initially meet a person, like, that's not dating. Like, I'm just getting to know you. Dating is when we have just, like, kind of crossed that step into, like, okay, yeah, we hung out a couple of times now. Like, I want to see what more is. You know what I mean? And there's those different phases, right? As far as my experience dating in my 30s, it has been a roller coaster. It genuinely has. And I think that
Emotional roller coaster, baby.
okay, what that girl, Heather Headley, that's her name, Heather Headley. Now I'm gonna go play that in the background. I think, for me, it just really has been a journey.
Mm-hmm.
Because not only have I learned a lot about myself in each situationship that I've been, but at the end of the day, I still find myself like, what the fuck? Why am I still single? Why is this not working? And each time a situationship ends, I try to walk away from that learning something to make me more prepared for the next situationship.
Stop saying that, first of all.
I was thinking in my head, I'm like, maybe that's why it's not working.
Right.
Like, get out of my head.
I say situationship
About the verbiage. About the verbiage.
Right.
You're right. But I say
I don't have to hold back. No.
I say situationship because I feel like when I was younger, I will always be so quick to be like, I'm with this person. This is my boyfriend. But when it ended and I really thought about it, I realized that wasn't your nigga. Like, that was not a relationship. So I came up with this verbiage of situationship, but now in my 30s, hearing you guys say it, I realize how that is instantly projecting like downfall. So I'm gonna just throw it out there, and I want to know from y'all, like, what what is dating for y'all? And
okay,
two,
so what I did initially, of course, was went straight to my good friend Google. Dating is a stage of romantic relationships in which two individuals engage in activity together, most often with the intent of evaluating each other's suitability as a partner in a future intimate relationship.
Oh, that's a lot of big words.
right.
But it's very simple and straight to the point, just how I like it. Okay, dating is when you're trying to find a way or trying to see if you're compatible with somebody long term.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
I was trying to say, I think the difference between what you were describing from your 20s to your 30s is I don't think you had a clear defining point between a relationship and dating. I think that's where the confusion for you is coming about. Because once you understand, like, a relationship is when you and that person both decide to be committed to each other, then that's a relationship. But dating, yes, there's intentions there. However, there's no commitment.
Right.
That makes sense. You know what I mean?
Right. I agree. I think, but also in the flip side to it is I feel like now in my 30s, dating, it's like this double-edged sword, right? In the sense of when the intent is there and things of that nature, things don't necessarily go the way you want them to go, right? But then it's like you can get in a situation, and because of previous experiences, I'm faulty of this. I've allowed previous experiences to kind of, I don't want to say dictate, but kind of play a part in certain decisions that I make to where now I'm the bad guy. You know what I mean?
Well,
so it's just like,
but you know, what you went through in the past, it will help you grow, but you shouldn't compare your past to your present. Because it
takes time to heal.
Exactly.
I'm 22, don't come in my space unless you heal. Please come healed.
Yeah.
And the problem with dealing with dating today is a lot of motherfuckers, I could curse, right? Because, you know, a lot of folks coming into situations with baggage, and we all got baggage.
We all have it.
Part of life. But are you healed from that baggage or not? Or you just like toting it with you? You on your bag lady shit. Like, don't do that.
How are you handling your baggage?
And you know, also with the baggage situation, a lot of people nowadays, they don't know how to date. They don't know how to communicate. They don't know how to date. Only thing they know how to do is, how can I get you into that bedroom? How can I Netflix and chill? Like, that's the only thing that they are limited to. And I'm not for sure why they're limited to that aspect, but it's people out here like ourselves. We like to date. Like, take me on a date. Let's go past the texting and the FaceTiming and, you know, all the other extra shit. Take me on a date. Let's go somewhere.
Don't you jump out the DMs to, you know?
Yeah. Exactly. So let me ask y'all a question. Right? So Corey, you just brought up a valid point as far as, like, you know, people not knowing how to date and wanting to just know how to get you in the bedroom. So my question to each of you would be, where are you meeting people at? Like, how are you meeting people to date? Because I do feel like how I meet you kind of sets the tone for the direction in which we go.
It's different. Let me tell you something. Because I'm gonna tell you this now. Honey, I done got Jack, Grindr, Tinder, BLK, all the other apps, honey. And
Corey just be swiping, baby. Swiping.
And to me, it's just like, Tinder gives me Jack. Like, y'all is not on that.
Well, Tinder was originally a hookup app.
Was it?
Tinder was a hookup app, and people that wanted to date, because Tinder was like one of the first big dating apps, but it was primarily a hookup app. So then you had the people that knew that it was a hookup app, and then you had people that wanted to actually meet people with intentions to be like serious, getting on this app that people just want to get on to bone.
Yeah.
So you like, that's like, you know, that's how you meeting people, and it's like, wait, it's no correlation to what we want.
The algorithm's off. The algorithm is off.
I even tried Facebook dating, honey, and that's the same as Jack.
Well, I haven't tried that.
What's
yet,
Facebook dating?
I've never tried that.
What is Facebook dating?
Child, it's the same.
You have to have Facebook to have Facebook dating, Uncle.
Right.
Right.
And yeah.
I would say this. I say no matter where you meet someone, dating is it's all about the intent.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you want to be taken out on a date, if you want to Netflix and chill, like it's all about the intent from yourself. Like if you're not gonna what you doing me to death, you're not gonna good morning me to death. Like unfortunately, I will ignore you. And I'm also like, I know who I am, and I'm not gonna sit there and text you back and forth. Like I have enough friends to text and be pen pals with. I have enough friends to FaceTime and be on the phone forever with. I have enough friends for that. And there's nothing wrong with inviting somebody else into that space, but you have to be intentional with me, yourself, in your time. You have to be intentional first with yourself. Yeah. Because if you're not intentional with yourself and what you want, then you're not gonna come to me correct. And the moment that I realize that you're not coming to me correct, I'm out. You know, and that's in the beginning stages. Like I know once I actually start to date somebody, I do try, because I do understand that nobody's perfect, you know, even me. But
you're not perfect, sis. You're not perfect, baby.
But
you're a Libra.
Like,
you're amazing.
Something other day, like even people with the best intentions fall short. So I'm all about like extending grace and things like that. But I also feel like the major thing has to be communication, because if you are full of intent, then you know how to communicate. One would hope.
You better
so if you can't communicate with me properly, what we doing?
Yeah. So if I could just jump in, right?
I can piggyback.
Not even piggyback. We just gonna jump right in. As a cisgendered straight woman.
And I'm sorry, Dezz. I'm sorry to interrupt, but baby, you was giving me life with this mother freaking fan, and this hair is just giving. This is giving me real Beyonce.
Listen, it's hot in New York. Okay, it's hot as hell. I got the fan going, baby. I needs to be cool at all times. Okay?
I'm here for it.
I'm gonna have me down to the YouTube sweating, and you know, I'm not gonna do that. No, ma'am.
I'm sorry, boo, but that was just giving me life right quick.
I was like, it's real windy in New York this week.
But what I was gonna say is, like, there's piss in the dating pool. Like, you know, when they say
straight piss, and I'm talking about that Harlem piss.
Let me tell y'all what's in this sea, right? You got these emotionally inequipped men that's running around out here. They have mama issues, they got daddy issues, they, you know, they're emotionally stunted, they don't know what they want, they don't know how to effectively communicate, and then you have all these pseudo intellectuals on social media. Everybody has, you know, an opinion. Everybody has a podcast, no shade. Everybody, you know, it's just, you know, everybody has something to say, and everybody's trying to be a Kevin Samuelite, and you have them just pandering to certain audiences, you know, telling women like all the things that they need to do to keep a man, but nobody is saying what we need to do to come together. Because at the end of the day, everybody's approaching dating as if you owe them something. Like nobody is approaching dating thinking like, okay, relationship meaning we're gonna come together, we're gonna build something. Everybody's approaching it, men and women alike are like, I'm the prize. What you gonna do? And it's like, that's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. And then you just have a cycle of the same bullshit, and it is frustrated, and I am tired. I am fed up and tired.
I get it, because I'll be like, how can so many people, like if you meet somebody on an app, or how can so many people want the same thing but are constantly there?
That's
but it's
my
not
question.
there. Right.
Make it make sense.
Yeah.
So, okay, let me ask y'all a question, right? So now we're gonna fast forward a little bit, and we're gonna kind of segue. We kind of move past the dating phase, and now we're in relationship, right? So, one, I want to kind of dive into before you even get into the relationship standpoint. At the end of the day, and I don't remember who said it, I think it was Dezz, but we're not perfect. We all come with some level of shit, right? So what are you willing to put up with versus what you're not willing to put up with? As far as, for me, right? I feel like there's certain things that are just non-negotiable for me. Like, I think that ambition is a turn on for me. Like, I like ambition. I want someone who is goal-oriented, someone who is career-driven, someone who kind of exhibits those same types of characteristics as me, right? However, we all know that there's no such thing as the perfect man. So what are you guys, what's something that you're like, not fucking with it, I'm done.
Deal breakers?
Right, versus like, you know what? I'm gonna tolerate this shit because the good outweighs the bad.
I'll jump and just say my first thing is all communication. I know that's what everybody says, but I know I talk a lot. I can very much get into it and get going. All right.
Yeah.
But however, I take pride in that because I feel like you always know what I think and feel. Mm-hmm. So you don't have to second guess, you know, things. And sometimes I can put my foot in my mouth and I don't have a problem apologizing for something that I may say that was off-putting or what have you. But you know, these days. But I feel like I'm mad y'all laughing. It is not that damn funny.
That's gross.
Leo. I'm laughing at Leo laughing. I don't know.
But I feel like communication is so major because you are trying to bridge two lives together at some point. And if you don't communicate, then so many things get lost in translation. Like, you know, what are we doing? What time? When do you want to see each other? Because don't be like, I want to see you, I want to see you, I want to see you. Okay, I get that. What is,
Set something up.
Set something up, G. What is we doing?
Yeah.
Like, you know, the communication, like Leo said, very much an ambitious person. But what are you doing with that ambition? Because people gonna always sell you a dream of what they want in their life. But what are you doing to get there?
Yeah.
You know? So that, and I just like somebody that's adventurous. Like, I can sit at home by myself. I thoroughly enjoy sitting at my house, okay? But I also thoroughly enjoy going to a bar by myself too. Are you gonna wanna go to the bar with me? Are you gonna go on this trip with me? Are you gonna wanna go walk somewhere? Like just do something besides just chill all the time? Yeah. Like I like a level of adventure, like, cause I don't wanna get bored with somebody. So like those are like major things that's less off top for me. Like you have to know how to communicate because I'm an overthinker. If you don't communicate.
As an overthinker, you need a great communicator. You better quote my Insta stories.
I need a great communicator. Because unfortunately, I can get in my head and I can go completely left on maybe not necessarily what I thought would happen, but all my scenarios are now coming out in my head because now I'm frustrated.
Yeah.
And because we didn't properly communicate, it's all getting unleashed on you. You know, not the proper way to do it, but that's just what happens, you know? And if you can't understand that because we didn't properly communicate, then shit, that's the fucking problem.
Corey, what's your thoughts?
Well, you know, my deal breaker is I just need somebody that, I'm a single parent, you know, I'm a divorcee. All I got was a dog out of the divorce. But no, seriously, like I just need somebody that we both can support each other. Like I have in the past, I've been the supporter. Like I've learned from my mother and my family of you got to get out here and get this money. Any means necessary, you got to get it. And yeah, but that's a different topic. But I just need somebody that has that same type of drive. And I feel like the people I have come in contact with, they are intimidated by one, my personality, because my personality is very big. And two,
it's Corey.
Yes. And two, it's just like the accomplishments that I have gained in my life, and I'm very humble and grateful that God has given that. I just want somebody that can elevate me. Like we both can elevate each other. Like don't look at that shit as, oh, you feel like you on top of the world. Da, da, da. At all, I don't. Bitch, I'm from motherfucking Bankhead. Bitch, I'm from a single parent home where I have no Jordans and shit like that. So the shit that I have in my adult life, like I appreciate. So I need somebody to be like, okay, well, you got this, so let me go ahead and teach you how to get this. And a lot of people, they don't know how to teach you how to get that. They know how to
learn from.
Yeah, it's like turn around, let me fuck you, and I know how to teach you that. And I'm like, girl, we good on that, because Georgia Power don't take that. My mortgage don't take that. AT&T don't take that. So I want somebody that can teach me how to grow higher and where I am in my life. And it's
basically like Sheree Whitfield. She said people are intimidated by her success.
Yeah. And it's like, to me, I feel like I'm not going to be intimidated by somebody that's more successful than me. I'm going to ask you questions on how did you get there so I can get there. And a lot of people, they don't have that mentality. They just like, oh my God. And they just start talking real negative about that person. But no, I want to know, what did you do, what you did not do, so I can get to that point, so I can help somebody else up to that point. Because at the end of the day, a secure person. Yeah, we're here to help each other.
Because I don't feel like a secure person would feel any type of way about somebody being more, whatever success is to them, more well off in life than where they are. It's like, no, like, that's great for you. I ain't there yet, but it doesn't discount what I am doing. Right, I'm getting there, and it's not discounting the work that I'm doing right now at all. And I mean, honestly, even speaking to that thing, unfortunately, I feel like, God has a way of humbling people.
Say it again.
Because I literally live by the thing, like, more money, more problems. So you can be more successful, meaning like you may have more money than me, but your bills are accounting a lot more than mine.
Yeah.
Because like you make more money, you spend more. So at the end of all of that, you still only got $100 to your name because there's so many things out there that you're paying for. Like for me, I like a healthy mind. Like Sis Dezz said, the major thing that people always walk around with is baggage. I'm like, what are you doing with your baggage? Because I feel like, and I've said this before and people don't always agree, I just said baggage is like experiences. Experiences is baggage. So when you have things like that, no matter what you have going on in your career and all those things, if your mind not right, how can you be good for somebody else? How can you be good for yourself? And, I'm very much an advocate for therapy. And my therapist told me before that even though you may not be in the most healthy mindset, it still doesn't mean that you're not, how does she put it? You're not capable, or you're still not deserving of being in a loving relationship or anything like that. But just as ambition and getting to where you want to go in life, it's all about what are you doing in your current moment, in your current phase in life. What are you actively doing to set yourself up, to correct these things, these behaviors and things like that. But that's just how I look at everything. And I hate to make it seem like potential, because I don't. I see where you are now, and I take into account where you are now and what you're doing, and I go from there. If you ain't doing shit, I do have that thing where I like to help people, but that's not my position.
I just want to go on record by saying, because, Philip said that he is in therapy, but I want everyone to know that Philip is in therapy because he feels like his friends are not in therapy. So in order for him to cope, he has to go to therapy because we won't go to therapy. But I just wanted to throw that out there.
Oh, bitch, I go to therapy, honey.
Leah was offended by my Instagram post.
I sure did.
My therapy session is on Friday.
I go to mine.
Period.
It just said people who go to therapy oftentimes go to therapy for those who won't. And I feel like that's somewhat of a true statement. But
I do have a question though.
Okay.
And this is for Sis Dezz. With the generation and the world that we're living in right now, with DL people being very prominent nowadays.
Oh Lord.
In the world.
Lord. I'm gonna sip on this one.
How are you dealing?
I don't know nothing about that.
Dezz said, I don't do that. I don't do that.
I'm just saying, like, as far as
If he likes it,
from a female aspect, like, how do you, when you meet a first dude, like, is your first impression like, are you DL? Or when does that question come? It's like, okay.
So, like, I get what you're saying, but I don't get what you're saying because I feel like you know what you're looking for, and you like that's not on my radar. And I feel like you attract what you think and things of that nature, right? I'm not thinking along that line. So I'm hoping that I'm not attracting anyone that's uncomfortable with themselves to the point where they're hiding an alternative lifestyle, right?
Okay.
However, because you know, she be with the girls and I know who it stays. So, you know, questions and I might look over at your phone to see if I see a red app. I might, you know, no, but like seriously, one of the things for me, so we were like talking about deal breakers and stuff like that. And for me, one of the things is your mindset. And one of the things that's a deal breaker for me is homophobia. And I mean, obviously I have other things, but because I have such a large friend group that is a part of the LGBT, and I'm a proud ally, right? I have to know that you're not going to be the guy in my life that's going to tell me like, oh, we have kids, they can't be around that gay shit. Like, that's I've cut guys off of that. Like, you know, I've like legit told a guy, oh, because that's your mindset. And the mindset is going to determine how far we go. And I'm dating with the intentions of, you know, I'm trying to, what New York said, I'm trying to drop this last name. I'm trying to I am not playing with these niggas, right? So I'm going forward like that. So your mindset is what's going to raise our children. Not how much you make, not the kind of car you drive, the house you live in, your job, none of that. But your mindset and the type of heart that you have. And I don't want that shit around me or my children. I don't want that energy. So that's something like for me, I really don't play that shit. Like I look at the way a person moves, I listen to the way they speak. And like, I feel like once I see like what your motives are and like how you think and if it's not right, that's a deal breaker for me.
Yeah. And you know, the crazy part being a part of the alphabet community. Gang. Period. I appreciate that because that to me that is a true ally for the community. Yeah. And I have struggled a lot because I know a lot of people that it's a thin line where it's you an ally, but then you got this going on, so you kind of like flip flop. And I don't like that because then it's like you're not really an ally. You're just going with emotions.
So something that I always say, I don't have gay friends. I don't have any gay friends. I have friends who happen to be gay.
Yeah.
If that makes sense, like you're a person, your sexuality is just a part of it, but that's not who you are because there's so much more than that. So I don't ever introduce y'all as, oh, these my gay friends. Like, nah, like these my friends. They just happen to like dick like me. Like that's just about it, you know? Yeah. But one thing I have, like, it's funny because, you know, you guys and we have so many of the same stories. So at this point, I just feel like it's just men. The men are just trash, like straight or otherwise. Like y'all niggas need to get it together. Like what is going on?
Trash.
Like no, for real. Like what is the tea? What's going on? Like the straight niggas ain't got it together. The gay niggas ain't got it together. Like maybe I gotta find a trans. I don't. I don't know.
They all trash, sis. They all trash.
Don't say that. It just takes one. It just takes one.
So let me ask you guys a question. So thinking about past, present, future. I don't want to say what are your expectations, but let me rephrase that. Thinking about past, present, future, what do you guys think you're going to do differently as far as dating in order to gain a different result?
I think I'm going to just stop trying.
No, that's powerful. That's not like seriously, and I'm not even being funny, but that is powerful because I do feel like there's a part of me that just like I'm always trying to be with someone, and I feel like sometimes my trying messes shit up, or my trying in my mind allows for foolishness to take place. I don't know how to really fully explain that, but I felt like when you just said that, something just kind of resonated in me. I was like, you're right. Like, you just got to stop trying. Like, it just has to be natural.
Focus on yourself, baby. Focus on your brand. Focus on your career, and all the other extra shit will follow.
Right. Yeah. I feel like, I mean, I was saying it in my mind, but just naturally it just came out. But it's like sometimes when I feel like trying at different stages in my life may have made people feel like they can play me. Because I try, because I know that the moment that I disconnect, there's no coming back for me.
Go ahead and say your line, Philip.
When I'm done, I don't even know
I know what I give.
I know what I give. I know what I give. Thank you. I know what I give. All right. So, with that, I'm just like, I don't want to feel like you can play me because I'm actually trying with you, because I know the other side of that can be a very heartless person, and I don't want to be like that.
And you know what, Philip? I think you my Libra brother. Like, you are my Libra brothers, and then there's a lot that we are one within one. And I feel like there's a two-part to that. I know what I give, but in the same token, as I've gotten older, I also have and am still learning what I do and the part that I play, if that makes sense. I feel like sometimes we can go into a situation, thinking that, what, this is what I do, this is what I'm bringing to the table, boom, 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 boom. But in the same token, there's a portion of us, a portion about us that just, whether it's negative or whatever that energy aura that brings to that situation, there's a part that we play. I always tell people, when I connect it to work, I tell my staff all the time, at the end of the day, in every situation, we play a part. We have a part in that situation. So sometimes we just got to take that step back and think about, okay, what was the part that I played in this situation? How did I affect this situation? Yes, I'm bringing boom, 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 boom to the table.
There she goes. She's talking again, honey.
It's just my mouth. I know sometimes I can get a little ahead of myself. That's it. What y'all got? What would you do differently, Corey?
Well, I wouldn't do anything different, honey. I'm Corey. I'm Carifa. This is me. I'm not changing.
That sounds foolish.
And see, that's exactly what I said earlier. Like, everybody coming into the situation,
right?
Like, this is it.
But I mean,
this is it. Take it or love it. No.
But I tried to change. I changed the type of man I tried to date. That shit didn't work. I tried just not having sex on the first date. That shit didn't work. So it's just like, I tried. Like,
Corey said, "Fuck it, I'm fucking everybody on the first night." No.
Like, literally, what is else for me to do without me saying that I'm changing my personality? Because I'm not changing my personality. Maybe
it's not like changing doesn't necessarily mean changing your personality. It could just mean changing your approach or changing the your mindsets, changing.
So get rid of the app.
Right?
Maybe.
So get rid of the apps.
Maybe it's different things that we might need to switch up.
Dezz, where you meet men at? How you meet your men?
I told you. I mean, the niggas, they slide in my DMs. I meet them when I go out. Sometimes now I've been told that seeing me in real life, like, it's kind of like, ooh, don't want to approach. I don't know how true it is. I don't feel like
you's a little nigga.
I'm not. I'm not. I am sweet. Don't be telling people that on YouTube. I am sweet. No, but like, I meet them on apps. Things are done like how everybody meets people now. But if I had to change my approach this time around, definitely like feeling like I'm on a time crunch. Like, gotta find somebody because I want to get married. I'm not putting that much pressure on myself anymore. But ultimately, I started off the year saying, I'm not spinning any blocks. I'm not spinning no blocks. Like, I'm either dating new men or no men at all. Like, all that spinning the block shit is dead. I don't want to deal with anybody from my past. I'm not, like, if you were in my past and it didn't work out, it didn't work out for a reason. Yeah. Especially if I tried, you know, if I know that I tried and it just wasn't working, it's not gonna work. I went on a block. Everybody got blocked. Removing them off the Instagram, just removing access, because I feel like when you give people too much access to you, it lets them feel as though that they can disrespect you and disrespect your boundaries and just not take you seriously. So I made a promise to myself that I was going to remove access, and that's
you know what? I'm kind of overdated, and I genuinely am ready for like love. Like, I've been in love before, but I'm just ready for like my soulmate. That's all I got.
Oh,
so sweet.
I know, right?
I try.
How do you go after that?
I ain't gonna hold you, honey. I'm tired of being a whore. So I'm ready to
like that. That's how you go after that, like that.
I'm ready to, you know, have
Mama Manning, he did not mean that. He is not whore. Mama, he did not mean that.
Mother Manning knows her son. But no, I'm just tired of being a whore. I'm ready to just really be inclusive. That's the word. Yeah, inclusive with someone.
Exclusive.
All these words be whooping your ass.
Wait a minute, hold up. You always what is it? Exclusive. Oh, exclusive. Sorry, y'all. The dictionary come out in 2024.
If y'all really knew what this man had his degree in, y'all would gag.
But seriously, that's it for me.
Oh man.
It'd be a gag up.
I ain't gonna hold you, but I'm FREE, fuck niggas free. Listen, I'm just ready to exclusively date as well. And if you want to come, please come healed. That's all I ask. Come healed, okay? Them DMs is open at Dezz. Straight niggas though, okay?
You like the gay mother. You'll take the other one.
But I'm just saying.
You'll take the other one.
Uncle Evie, your daddy. Don't be straight, okay?
Well, since everybody ain't gonna hold you is like that, you know, of course, I'm ready for the same thing at this very moment. No, I think I'm good right now. Take a little moment and just take a little moment, you know. Just do my thing, which is nothing. Like, you know, focus on some other shit. You said what?
I was gonna take a sip on that one.
I'm good. You know, I try and I just be like, I need to take some trips solo and, you know, focus on career and focus on my dog and my house and, you know, just some other shit like that. Like, But having the summer cold is not the best either. But I'm really like a hopeless romantic. So I say that, but I also have to prepare myself, my heart, my mind, and all those things to even get to that space. So I'm still open to it, but just progressively. Do not hit me in my DMs, but Philip will sell unless you're trying to purchase or sell a home. If you're looking to purchase or sell, then sure, but otherwise, I'm not really that person. But yeah.
But y'all hit me in my DMs, honey. It is Corey Faye.
Shaming us. I'm not you shaming us.
Period.
Listen, you gotta come with something, like come correct. Like
show me some pictures.
I do not want to just, hey, don't be hearting my pictures and liking them. Like, I mean, it's cool, it's nice, but dog, what else you got to say now?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? At the end of the day, what I want y'all to do is like, share, and most definitely subscribe. It's your boy Leo. Follow me on Instagram at Brooklyn Libra.
Sis Dezz, we appreciate you taking the time out of your day
Thank
to
you guys
come.
for having me. This was so much fun. Thank you guys.
Yes.
You guys can follow me at Ms. Dezz with 2 Z's on Instagram.
And where can they listen to you again?
Spotify, Apple Music, JustFlawed Podcast.
She basically just said y'all some bum bitches because y'all just on YouTube. But it's okay, we getting it.
We getting there. Thank y'all so much.
Period. Bye.
Bye.